here's our main barn. This is the one that both floors are filled with all kinds of goodies and what have you. And these two beautiful silos. This barn and all this farm that surrounds it was purchased by my grandparents in 1942. And at that time it was just this barn was half the size, and there was just one silo instead of the two, which I love the two. It just makes it so distinctive and fun. And here's our patio that was added in 2013. It was conceived, designed, and created by Jared Herman of Old Town Landscape Architects. And look at how beautiful it is. When we first bought this from the family, this right here was just an old garage door, and then this was gravel and some sad grass. And look how beautiful it is now. It just really highlights the majesty, really, of these buildings to have these plantings like this. And here you can see, this is the old 1920s block that was original when my grandparents bought it. And if you look down here, you can see this is the 1942 block. And they really doubled the size of the barn. It's 108 feet now. So that was pretty cool. And here's another view of the patio. This was designed and conceived to look like a ruin, and it's symbolic of really the destruction of so many of the beautiful farm buildings that are throughout Frederick County. All of these bricks and all of this stone are salvaged from fallen buildings, farm buildings here in the county, and have been recreated right here. So it's an homage to what we have lost architecturally in our county. And this building, which you might recognize as the adorable little stone house that Weathered by Sea is housed in, this was the original milking parlor. So the cows would have been milked over here, and then the milk would have been brought over here to be processed. But when the extension was put on with the extra silo and all that, they decided to put a milking parlor that was attached to the barn, which makes it much easier, much more convenient. And so now that is now our bathrooms. So in one of these videos, when we get inside, I'll show you what it's like inside of these silos. It is the most almost surreal kind of sound and feel that you get inside of those. So that's part of what you're going to see. And as a little girl, I've always was always fascinated by castles, and to me, this is almost like if our barn was a castle, those would be the towers. So there's just a little bit of Chartreuse in February, and thanks for joining us.